Okay, am I supposed to do anything before I go out? Nope. I just immediately walk out the door. And walk over here. Okay, there's supposed to be a way to make him go faster. What the hell? Text. Nope. Then I guess we just sit here and wait for him to walk all the way over here.
I've got to talk to the engineers who built this place. The entire hull is lined with a liquid titanium-duranium alloy in a memory gel suspension. It's completely self-sealing.
That's nice, Geordi.
You mean the station heals itself?
That's one way to put it. The attack caused major structural damage. If this were any other station in the Federation, we'd be standing in a vacuum.
I double-clicked, it didn't do anything. So let's see, I'm supposed to... Okay.
It looks like she's still alive, but she's pinned under that cable.
How do I switch? There we go. Use med tricorder on the woman.
She's got multiple fractures in both legs. The bones in the lower part of her left leg are shattered. She's in shock and there's some internal bleeding. All things considered, she's very lucky. I can take care of the worst of her injuries here, but I'd like to get her to sickbay.
Switch to data.
I see no way of using this with that object.
Nope. Put that down. Pick this up.
Readings indicate that this data transfer line was struck by a high-energy phased plasma beam.
This cable's built for handling information, not energy. I'm surprised it didn't just vaporize when it was hit.
Readings indicate that this...
Yeah, okay.
A phaser burst at a low setting would pose no threat to her, and might cut through the cable.
Okay, so... Nope, that's the high setting. We want it on the lowest setting.
I can't cut any closer without endangering her. I don't think that's the best...
Oops.
I've been thinking about how to free that trapped crewman. What if we use the station's transporter to remove the cable? I've already got the coordinates we need.
Okay, Oh, yeah, shift is the key. Then as Geordi... Ah, that is the transporter panel. We'll have him use it. Huzzah! Quick switch to Crusher. Whee!
That takes care of the worst of her injuries. She's coming around now.
And we actually want Geordi to talk to her.
Are you okay?
I'll manage. You're from Starfleet, aren't you?
Yes, we're from the Enterprise. We came as quickly as we could, but looks like we were a little late.
Thank goodness you're here. I'm Anna Bennett, Chief Medical Officer. Listen, we've got a lot of wounded here. How many can you evacuate?
Everybody. But first we have to lower the station's shield so we can lock on. We can't do that until we stabilize or jettison the power core. This station is a wreck. How did it happen?
We were attacked, but I don't know who or what it was. I was headed for sickbay when something struck the hull and tore this cable loose.
Didn't your sensors detect the enemy before they, or it, got in range?
We never knew what hit us. There was an initial attack which lasted maybe 10 minutes. Later there was a hull breach and the power systems went crazy. I don't remember anything after that. I passed out.
The power systems went crazy. Crazy how?
It's this insane experiment Dr. Greaves and some of the other researchers put in place. A revolutionary power source. It's unstable enough to begin with. After sustaining damage like this, who knows what it'll do?
We've been reading some pretty severe power fluctuations. Is that normal?
How should I know? Those maniacs. You know what they've got down there? They plugged the biggest research station in the quadrant into a singularity, a black hole.
Now wait a minute. You said the power source was unstable. A singularity is dangerous, but it doesn't fluctuate like this.
Yeah, the Romulans use them all the time.
Greaves came up with some scheme to increase the energy output. Something about gravity waves. I don't know all the details, but it involved destabilizing the containment field.
Are you okay?
I've been better, but I think I'm all right for now.
Oops.
Where's the rest of the crew?
Most of them probably escaped when Commander Wild gave the order to evacuate after the first attack. But I know many are trapped and can't reach the shuttle bays.
We'll come back for you as soon as the station's out of danger. If we're lucky, we won't have to jettison the power core. There's no way to know until I've had a look at it.
All right. I think I'll be fine for now.
And now we can move on. We want to go to this turbo lift. Then go to administration first. Panel on the right.
A lot of these systems are out.
No? That one. Oh, just wait, you'll see a lot more that reminds you of that. Okay. This one? Enter authorization code.
We can't redirect life support power without the access code. Maybe Dr. Bennett knows it.
Exit. So, now we have to go all the way back now. Thank you, speed up key.
It didn't work.
Did you just try talking to the floor, Jordy? I know you're lonely, but come on.
Doctor, we need your help.
What is it?
Well, we don't have the access code we need to switch life support to emergency power.
But that should happen automatically.
Yes, only if main power has been interrupted. The core is about to breach its containment field, but it's still online.
Oops, they forgot the echo filter on that one.
So the emergency system never kicked in. But if there's main power, why shift to emergency power?
Main power is fluctuating so badly that it could overload the life support system any time now.
I warned them about using an inherently unstable power source. I never thought it would come to this. The code is 334L42.
Thank you, Doctor. I think we'll be able to stabilize life support now. Then we'll see what we can do about the power core.
You should jettison that thing. If it breaches the containment field, life support will be the least of our problems.
We'll come back.
All
Yeah.
right.
So one thing I do wish to point out, I know it's a little cut off on the screen, that's the best I could do without there being a massive black gap at the bottom. Everyone has a health bar. If you're playing this game right, this should not come into play, like, almost at all. Hooray! And there we go. I don't remember what happens if we hit the third button, so... experiment time! Oops. Okay. Actually, let me reload that then. Okay. Systems are on hold, but they won't resist for long. Now we get to go to engineering. Though I'm pretty sure we have to come back here at some point.
I'd say we found our intruder.
Okay, key to this is we do not want to get close, but we want to use the tricorder on it. Crystalline water, some 1% each of gold, iridium, hydrogen, sodium, carbon, energy none. Subject is naturally occurring interplanetary debris. Huh. Interplanetary debris. Oh yeah, by the way, the tricorder gives us our mission objectives too. And our dialogue log.
Intriguing. My tricorder readings do not match my personal observations. Perhaps this device can deceive our tricorders.
You think?
It's sending false readings to our tricorders. It's like a chameleon. It disguises itself perfectly. If we weren't here to see it, we'd never know it was here. It could probably fool our ship sensors just as easily. This chameleon field seems to take a fraction of a second to adjust to new scanning frequencies. If I set the tricorder to randomly shift frequencies at high speed... There. I'm getting a partial reading now.
Alright. Neutronium. Deeper scan impossible. Plasma suspension beam. Hoarding evidence of phaser capacity! Lovely! By the way, it keeps all the old scans too, so we can see the old one as well.
Yep, it's a neutronium hull, all right, and a powerful energy source. I've never seen that much power in such a small package before.
Well then. So, we shall go this way. Far away from it. And what we want in here are all of these things on the shelves. Flux router, plasma shunt, wave converter, inverter coupling, graviton probe, pulse negator, and the technobabble what's it. Oh, whoops, no, I still had one more thing to do in here. part. Control panel, there it is. Push the big button on the left, then the third among the small ones. Kaboom! No.
The Forge Enterprise. Did you pick that up?
We have detected a small object departing the station at high speed. Sensors identify it as a small asteroid.
You've got to be kidding.
Apparently, this object is capable of sending false readings to our sensors.
Didn't we already establish this, like, 2 minutes ago?
That asteroid is a sophisticated device. It's using a chameleon field to send false readings to the sensors.
Interesting. The object has accelerated to warp speed.
No, we are not going to follow it. We still have shit to do here.
I'd like to chase it down, but the station isn't stable yet. See how long you can track it.
Acknowledged. Picard out.
Okay, now before we visit this last room, we're going to go back up to administration. Because we have this large holo table we can do stuff with now. Let's see, I want the flux router. Huzzah!
Look at this damage report. Only a few very specific sections were hit. No random damage at all. This wasn't an attack. This was surgery.
Use the
It
hologram?
didn't work.
No. Anything
Look at
else?
this damage.
Do I need to use the tricorder on it?
No unusual.
Oops.
Look at this damage report.
I want Geordi just... Okay, that's not it, apparently. So Geordi is supposed to be figuring it out. Let's see. Da-da-da-da. Doesn't help that there's no consensus on how the best options are for this. Oh well. Come on, turbo lift, thank you. We do, however, want to scan the hole it left.
I'd say that alien machine cut through the conduit casing to get at the energy inside.
You have an uncanny sense of timing.
Okay, you love the woman's voice actor. I love this guy's.
And I beg your pardon?
Timing, I said. You have fine timing. The one instant I cannot afford to be distracted, and in barges all of Starfleet.
All of Starfleet.
I'm Geordi LaForge, Chief Engineer of the Enterprise. We're here to help.
Thanks for the offer, but I haven't time to instruct Starfleet in the intricacies of singularity-driven power generation. So kindly stop distracting me.
There was a large machine of some kind on the power conduit just outside this door. What was it?
I can't imagine. There shouldn't be anything attached to the main conduits except where they connect to the distribution net. What did it look like?
It was big, about 15 meters long. It had some kind of neutronium alloy shell and was very well armed.
Neutronium? Armed? We have nothing like that here. It must have been left by the ship that attacked us. Where is it now?
It just cut a hole in the hull and left. I'll bet that's how it came in, too.
Well, that explains the damage to the conduits and the energy fluctuations. I wonder what it was doing.
Gee, maybe cutting a hole in the conduit? I have to pick this one because A, it's right, and B, because it makes sense.
Dr. Greaves, I'm chief engineer on a Galaxy-class starship. It's my job to work miracles.
Have you seen a system like this before?
I'm not sure. It looks like some kind of gravity wave power source. But how can you generate gravity waves of this magnitude?
A little something I got from the Romulans. We've got an artificial singularity bottled up down there, and by varying the strength of the containment field, I was able to increase the magnitude of the gravity waves.
But now that something's got the energy flow out of phase with the containment field, we've got to get the energy flow back in phase immediately.
Not bad for a Starfleet officer. You may be of some use after all. You see, the only reason the field's held up this long is because I've been here manually compensating for the fluctuations.
Sounds like you could use an extra pair of hands. Listen, I'll handle the conduit, you maintain the containment field.
I'll keep the containment field up as long as I can. I see you already have a phase inverter and a wave reduction converter. Good. You'll need them.
Starfleet!
A phase inverter? But that'll just make the fluctuations reverse. Unless... if we use the wave reduction converter to dampen them, the reversal will actually work in our favor.
Smarter than you look. Install the phase inverter coupling in the damaged area. Then use the wave reduction converter to bring the fluctuations down. If I can keep the containment field up, we should make it.
I'm on my way.
And back out here. So, 3 of these objects we picked up are completely useless. That one? Oh yeah, by the way, the perspective is kind of weird here. The conduit is all the way over here.
Enterprise.
Picard here.
We've stabilized the power core. The outer shields should be lowered now.
Confirmed. We'll start evacuating the wounded immediately.
Great. That means we're done here. Beam us up.
Acknowledged.
We are being hailed, sir. It is Chancellor Deneb.
On screen. Captain Picard, you have my warmest thanks. We had really given up hope.
We're pleased to have been able to help. Have you recovered all the pods yet?
My staff tells me all the evacuees are safe and sound. And my compliments to your medical staff. Our surgeons were quite impressed with Dr. Crusher's handiwork.
I'll pass that along. The last of the injured personnel should be beamed down within the hour.
I think we can handle it from here. By the way, Dr. Greaves personally extends his gratitude. He felt he owed you and your crew an apology.
Tell him we accept his apology. Picard out.
What are your orders, Captain?
Set course for the Ruinor sector and resume our patrol along the neutral zone.
Yes, sir.
Engage.
I do love that there are different warping out animations. Quick save. And a quick pause of the recording. Tabbing out seems to cycle it faster.